GMFB on a spectacular Monday here after Wild Card Weekend, playoff edition. Jamie, Manti, Willie, and Kyle. Listen, we appreciate the Golden Globes, Sinners, Wicked for Good. I hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday, but the NFL won for best entertainment from sunup on Saturday to sundown on Sunday. Kyle, it was just one battle after another. What highlight do you take us to first?
I mean, we could spin the dial, but you know what we'll do? Let's go to probably the most dramatic, probably the most preposterous football game of the weekend. Let's go to Soldier Field. We're going to do this. This was a Saturday night game on the Zon Packer, and then the football started, and it was really bad for Chicago. Already down 7-3 on a 3rd and 9. Jordan Love doing anything he wants. That's a Jayden Reed touchdown. Ben Johnson was going for it. He didn't care. 4th and 4. Caleb, not at all. Deflected. Williams frustrated. The Bears were 1 for 4 on 4th down in the first half. But Ben Johnson a better game if you were. 21-9 on a 2nd and 10. Caleb, play action, looking. How about Colston Loveland?
Big game for Loveland. Love was in the air.
It's an incredible thing that he did that night. On a 3rd and 3, DeAndre Swift. Boom. A few people had some opinions that Keyshawn LaFleur loves it, but then this happened. They're up 11.
Oh, no!
It's a huge missed extra point because you could say touchdown, 2-point conversion, and field goal would Roma Doomsday, move the chains. 2nd and goal now. They're still down 11 with under 5 to play. That's Olamide Zaccheaus touchdown. They would go for the 2-point. 44-yard field goal after some disastrous things happen with clock management, and it's a dead push right for a veteran kicker like Annis. LaFleur's like, are we going to lose this game? What is going on? A lot of horrible stuff in the last 5 minutes for the Packers, I have to say it. Now, down 3, Bears. Pump fake, same end zone, same receiver as the last Packers game. DJ Moore touchdown. And Willie, everyone thinking the same thing. Too much time.
Too much time.
They scored too fast. There's a lot of that this weekend.
The Packers have enough. They can rally.
And they go to world. There's 8 drop back, and he finally is just like, I got to throw it eventually. Throws it, and it's drop, knocked down. It's over. The Bears win. Ridiculous win. Horrific loss. Place goes nuts.
Crazy.
That's unbelievable.
That's a story in itself.
There's a story there. There's a societal story there. There's a football story there. The Bears win. The Packers lose. The head coach gets knocked down by the young receiver. This is bedlam.
Get coach up.
Next to Lake Michigan. They got him up. He would go into the locker room afterwards and do his thing. We're going to see it shortly. Long story short, Packers season is over. The Bears win at home. They will be at home again next week in the divisional against the Rams. But here we go. Woo. Fire in the hole. Let's go into the Bears locker room. They had a lot of people with a lot of things to say. Ben Johnson, go.
Oh, yeah!
To his first playoff win as a Chicago Bear.
Anybody happier after getting knocked over? Knocked right on his back, Ben Johnson. That was an incredible celebration on the field and after the fact. Rightfully so for the Bears. A fantastic weekend of games. We can talk Packers. We can talk everybody at this point. Manti, though, big-time takeaways from an absolute masterpiece from Saturday night.
Well, last week, Jamie, we had this question, right, about the Bears in this game. And the question was, which game do we think was going to be the biggest finish or the most intense finish? And we all kind of agreed that it was this one, and it lived to it. Now, you look at this Bears team and you look at Caleb Williams. I can't think of a more beautiful pass than that one that he hit to Roma Doomsday on that 4th yard, on that 4th down. But all of that had to come from a defense, right? The defense for the Bears, they gave up 21 points in the first half. It was not looking good for the Bears in the first half. And then the second half, they come out, they had 3 3-and-outs. They had 4 punts after not forcing a punt in the first half. They gave up the same amount of points as rush yards in the second half. They gave up 6 rush yards, 6 points. So there was a lot of stuff that was being said about Dennis Allen. And yes, there are bend but don't break. But when they needed to stand up, when they needed to bow up, Willie, they did in the second half. And so all of the beautiful things that Caleb Williams and that offense and Ben Johnson being the offensive mastermind that he is, all the things that they're able to do in the second half to mount that comeback had to be on the back of a defense that said, you know what, at halftime, that's enough. That's enough of Jordan Love. That's enough of all of these passes. That's enough of all of these points by the Green Bay Packers. Let's bow up and let's show up. And they definitely did in the second half. And bravo to Dennis Allen and that defense for standing up when they needed to, Willie.
Yeah, I'm with you, man, Ty. I thought the Bears spent a good portion of this game searching for their identity. I thought this was going to be a run game dominant by the Bears. I thought this was going to be a phone booth fight. And what we got was a Bears team that simply like they were sleeping in the first half. I mean, think about it. The Bears had 28 carries for 93 yards. They averaged 3.3 a pop on the ground. They only have 44 yards in the first half. And so the Bears said, you know what? Instead of war, we're going to choose Love. And their tight end, their rookie tight end, Colston Loveland, had a game. He had 8 catches for 137 yards, and he dominated the middle of the field. You talk about some of his yak yards, his chunk plays. I mean, 29 yards, 22, 22, 21, 19 plus, and a big 2-point conversion that gave the Chicago Bears a cushion. Colston Loveland had a monster game. They had no answers for this dude. He arrived. And what I loved about Colston Loveland, he was the answer and the security blanket for Caleb Williams, man. He pretty much, him and Caleb during the second half of this game, they showed up in a major way. KB, I don't know if there was a better player on the field than Colston Loveland Saturday night.
Absolutely unstoppable, controversial draft pick that even Bears fans say, why is Ben Johnson doing this? Well, that's why he's doing it. Bears scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. Caleb was incredible, and we continued to talk about it all week. But I think after the game, this game went from a sports story to a societal topic. I woke up on Sunday morning, and the headline on ESPN.com, the worldwide leader in sports, the #1 headline read, Ben Johnson to Packers. F the Packers, F dash dash dash. This is what happened. Afterwards, you saw the handshake. It's totally disrespectful. You might have seen the locker room comments in which Ben Johnson screamed out, F the Packers, I hate the effing Packers, and then the Bears social put it out. And a lot of people don't like it, and I have to tell you, I absolutely love it. I love there's animosity. I love that there's transparency. I love that there's dislike. I'm not over any of this stuff. And if you think that this is classless and you're clutching your pearls, I will respect you. I don't agree with you. Ben Johnson talks the way the majority of the people in his demo in this country talk. He talks the way the overwhelming majority of football coaches in this country talk. And I've seen every take. George Halas would have never, you don't know that. Maybe he would have if he's playing the Packers and just beat Curly Lambeau. I like that they don't like each other. I like that the handshake is openly disrespectful. I'm all set on jersey exchanges after the game. I've seen enough of them to last my lifetime. I'd like some actual screw you or even the whole enchilada version of that right to your face. And you know what? I liked it a few years ago when the Packers quarterback screamed it at the Bears fans, how they bleeping owned him his whole life. I liked it. I said on the show that I liked it. This is totally disrespectful. And if Matt LaFleur is back next year, which I hope he is, just so we can play this guy again, I don't think Matt LaFleur should come out for the handshake. Screw it. He doesn't respect me. He doesn't respect my organization. I'm not coming out and shaking his hand so he can punk me again like LaFleur punked him a couple times ago. Listen, don't you just like a little hate in football?
Yes.
Not real destructive societal hate, but like, I'm the Bears coach. I hate the Packers. I hate their coach. That's great. And you know why? Just the last thing on this that makes it, I think, extra special. George McCaskey, the Bears owner, does not like that type of talk. He's on record. He does not like profanity. He doesn't like it. And he hired Ben Johnson in spite of not liking it. And it's like, I credit him for doing that, for bringing that maniac in, because that's not how he usually rolls. And you know how else he doesn't usually roll? He never beats the Packers. Now he's done it twice in 3 weeks. It's an incredible thing. And I understand if you're all offended, oh, my God, the bad words. You don't run yourself or your life, your family like I do, because I think that is amazing, and I'm not fainting over it.
There's another professional sports league in the USA that struggles sometimes from a little bit too friendly of competition between players. They jump teams. They just want to get paid. We like in the NFL this injection of hatred, annoyance, and a true rivalry that has reinvigorated the NFC North and, frankly, this postseason run. Now, Kyle, can I interest you just, I tread lightly always with you with weather talk. Rams at Bears next Sunday. We don't know the kickoff time yet. But if you look at certain websites that would describe Sunday's kickoff, you see words like bitterly cold, frigid, real feel with a single digit next to it. All of this, as you said, is true Chicago Bears football weather. But I also wonder how the true Chicago Bears football fans were feeling, I don't know, when the score was like 21-3 on Saturday night.
How funny you should ask, Jamie. I've done this all year. I figured at some point I would have to stop doing it because even if the Bears are down, Bears fans have seen enough of this wonderful team to know they come back, but they have not learned. So I roll up my sleeves. And without further ado, I give you the playoff edition of the Panicking Bears Fans Twitter Jamboree. Here we go, folks. Did you make the segment? Right off the bat, Greg Braggs, we got you. This game is over, friends. Been a fun season. Still is, Greg. Next. This is in a game that the Bears won. Irish Bears Network, top of the morning to you. This game is over. No faith in defense. Offense not scoring. This is all bad. Until they scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. Irish Bears Network next. I got time today, guys. We're not going anywhere. Jason Hodges. This game is over. The Bears can't tackle. The defense is bleep cheeks. We only got this far because we played lackluster teams. We were bad. Bears are still hate. Same old Bears. I'm convinced this organization is cursed. This organization is hosting a divisional round playoff game. Next. Hodges. Get him out of here. Bring in Craig Hodges. He's a guy who knows Chicago sports. Chicago sports ranting. Bears season is over. Bleep this sorry bleep team. Can't expect to come back every game. We suck. They came back this game. They don't suck. Next. Guys, we're in January. We've been doing this since October. Have you not learned? All right, this guy. This game between the Bears and the Packers is over. Ben Johnson will continue professing toughness opponent. Mahomes defense players won't tackle. By the way, the Packers scored 6 points in the second half. Once again, Packers proved they're only better mentally than the Bears. The Packers folded down the stretch mentally. Next. Learn. Adjust. Update. This guy. Game was over on the first drive. The first drive when Ben Johnson killed this thing with a trick play and settled for a field goal. Hashtag Bears. Hashtag get out of here. Next. Keep bringing them. I got nowhere to go. We'll go right to commercial. All right, this guy's great. This guy says, you're welcome for the ammo. Destroy my brothers on Monday. This is a screen cap of his check chain with his brother. At the top, Ben's too cute way too often, man. Then his brother says, this is what it looks like when the luck runs out. Other brother goes, yep. And then the guy goes, screenshotting this and sending it to Kyle Brandt so he can make fun of you guys on national TV Monday morning. Ha, 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 ha. Guess who's laughing now, little bro? Don't ever give up on these Bears. They may be down 70-0 to the Rams. Don't give up on them. They'll come back. Next. We're screen capping brothers. All right, here we go. Seth. I'm just convinced I'm not supposed to be happy. I know I've been blessed with a lot of things and should be happy, but I'm just so sick of the Packers, man. It just sickens me. I don't get why I have to continually endure this. Wham! They won the game, Seth. Chin up. I love you. Just a little bit of belief. I know it was ugly, and I don't screen cap a whole bunch of people who say this sucks, this sucks. If you want to live tweet this sucks, I get it. It's those people who are saying it's over. Start the offseason. Have you learned nothing from this team? This has been months in the making, and I love you people, and I hug you people, but I will continue to curate your people because guess what, guys? That Rams team is scary on offense, and there's probably going to be some huge scoring going on against the Bears. Just hold on. Hold on, all right? Otherwise, we'll see you next Monday.
Kyle, I need you to do the Ben Johnson breathing exercise after that. Just hold still, take a deep breath, hold the inhale, make the jugular pop out, stare straight at the camera, and then, yeah!
I do it because I love you guys.
Exactly. Oh, Willie's wearing that beautiful Steelers jacket. That's because we still have one more game to complete Wild Card Weekend. Everybody was losing their